how I felt about each one. You know, usually when I see those plays, I'm able to go back to those moments pretty easily. So I would have to see each play. But I think this one is it's special, you know, because, you know, in these situations, in my head, you know, I think Terry or Coach Stotts, I don't know why I called him Terry. I never call him that. I think Coach Stotts and, you know, Coach Oz and Coach Nate and Coach Jim, you know, Coach Juice, they'll all tell you that I'm the most ambitious person in the world. You know, they take me out when we down 10 with 15 seconds left, and I'm coming out the game pissed off because in my head, I just play out every situation of, you know, how we could somehow come out on top in that moment. And I think this...
Orlando Sanchez, KGW.
Dame, can you describe what that feeling is like to see the ball go through the net and you win the game, and obviously the celebration from the court to the locker room, and what it means to be able to come through for your team like that?
It felt great. You know, we've had some tough losses lately. You know, we've been dealing with injuries and a lot of tough situations for our team, but we've continued to battle and stay together. And, you know, we haven't made excuses. We haven't felt bad for deserve a lot of credit for, you know, staying ready. And when this moment came, they've been able to help the team still compete, you know, with a chance to win games.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Hey, Dame, in your life,
yeah,
where did that start, and where does that come from?
I think a funny story that's really why it started. It started in my own family. And, you know, that's the crazy thing. And I think that's why I always reference my upbringing and the kind of family that I come from, because, you know, just the challenge, you know, how competitive it is in my family. You know, it could be something like a spelling bee. You know, it could be anything. Like, we compete to the death, and it don't matter, you know. And you held to a certain standard in my family where it's just like, you know, you're going to be built for, you know, the low moments. You're going to be built to handle the high moments properly, you know, and you know, your skin is going to be tough. You know, you're going to be... All my cousins was football players, and basketball was like a secondary sport. You know, everybody could hoop, but, like, that wasn't the main sport for my family. My uncle was the coach of the team, and I was a basketball player, and my dad was like basketball and baseball. So when I was 8, they was like, all right, you old enough to play junior peewees, you need to come play on the team. Like, so I was like, all right, I'll play or whatever, but I really didn't want to play. So when I would go to practice, I'd be faking sick and not want to go to practice. When I got out there, it would be raining at practice and in games, and I just didn't want to be there. And I was a 6-play player, and that was where they got to put you in the game for 6 plays, and then you don't have to play no more after that in Pop Warner, but you got to play at least 6 plays. And after that, I quit. You know, after that one season when I was 8, I was like, I don't want to play no more. You know, my family was getting on me like, you scared. You don't want to get hit. You're a 6-play player. And I remember me and my brother got bikes. You know, we had the Mongoose bikes, and we had plates on the front of them. And my brother had his football number on there. And I wanted to put a different number on there, but just because I was so bad, they made me put my football number on there, which was number 63. And I was the smallest dude on the team. And I remember everybody was just getting on me, like, for the next year and a half, like, you scared, you don't want to play, you don't want to get hit. So I was like, I told my family, I'm going to play. I'm going to play next year. I'm going to play one more time. And when I was 11 years old, I came back and I played. I was Defensive Player of the Year. I was like, I was all over the field. I was like, I was so good in football that, like, my family wanted me to just, like, really, really get into it and take it serious. But after that, I quit again. Because, like, for me, it was just like, if y'all gonna challenge me this way, like, I'm gonna answer the call, and I'm gonna show you I'm not scared. It's just not what I want.
Some of it has to do with his usage rate being down when he's on the floor. Anthony Simons growing in his ability to run the team and play make allows Damian Lillard to be off the ball for 5-6 minutes a game.
And I talked to him about this. Of course, we discussed as well the connection with he and Enes Kanter. That was huge tonight, and those screens he was setting.
Yeah, and just think about it. I mean, we've seen Dame with Yusuf Nurkic, and now we see Dame with Enes Kanter developing a winning chemistry in the 1-5 screen role, whether it's Dame getting a shot or whether it's trusting Enes Kanter with the role. Damian Lillard making the right read and the Blazers making the right play.
Well, we heard from Damian Lillard earlier post-game. Now it's time to hear from who we were just talking about, Enes Kanter. He is addressing the media in the locker room.
What's up, Enes? What was that celebration like? What did it mean to your view? I mean, you ran straight to Dame after he hit that shot. What was that feeling like to see Dame come through?
I'm used to that shot. You know, that's the second time that I saw that he can hit that shot. Obviously, 2 years ago and now. But no, man, it's unbelievable what he can do, man. I mean, obviously we got so many people hurt, and people were just like, you know, whenever we go to a game, they didn't really take us too serious. So, you know, he took that personal. You know, just you put the whole team on his shoulder and went out there and did his thing. You know, and he made himself better, and he made everybody else better around him.
Next question goes back to Nicole at Tab Deportes.
What is for you the big challenge to manage the big run of the Bulls in the fourth quarter?
I think, you know, fourth quarter, the coaching staff did an amazing job just helping us, first of all. And I know that we're going to score the ball. You know, we got enough guys who are going to go out there and score the ball. But I think to get us to the next level is defensively. I think we've been the last, you know, beginning of training camp, actually, that's our main focus. Just go out there, do what we do best, and just, you know, just communicate and trust each other. I think that's what we showed tonight, especially in the last 6 minutes.
Jamie Hudson, NBC Sports Northwest.
Enes, your two-man game with Dame, you talk about that and just how, I mean, he makes it look easy, and I'm sure it is for you. Like, what's it like just playing alongside him and pick and roll and just throughout the game?
I mean, he gets so much attention. He just, you know, a lot. Like I said again, I said this beginning of the season too. He gets so much attention. He just, you know, and he's not a selfish guy. He's making everybody else better around him. You know, just he's keeping everyone confident. And whenever he's going out there, he's like a killer. You know, he's just going out there and doing his thing. I mean, unbelievable. What kind of? I mean, people always talk about what kind of.
You contested that last shot.
People always talks about, no, you're fine. People always talks about what kind of player he is, but he's an amazing teammate too. You know, on and off the court, man. We are lucky to have him.
Next question is for Nick Krupke at Fox 12.